day everyone, I am Ana Marie Mersan Pasal and now I'm going to tackle and explain about designing graphic organizers. So before that, let me explain what is graphic organizer first. A graphic organizer is a robust visual learning tools that help teachers organize their students' ideas. Can educators can use graphic organizers to present complex concepts through interactive visual. So, a graphic organizer are a powerful teaching tools that help information in an easy to understand format. It is using the different graphic organizers like charts and diagrams. Teachers can create adaptive and simple learning materials. And also, the students and the teachers can use graphic organizers to brainstorm ideas and make hard decisions. So, in short, graphic organizers are visual tools to organize and to present information. So, there are five examples of graphic organizers. So, first is a concept map. Concept map is a diagram or graphical tool that visually represent relationships between concept and ideas. So most concept maps depict ideas as boxes or circles and also called nodes. So which are structured hierarchically are connected with the lines or arrows are also called the arcs. So concept map it is a representation of information. It is also useful for the students who learn better visually, although they can benefit any type of learner. Concept map also it is refers to visual tools to represent and organize or organizer knowledge by showing relationships between concepts. It is consists of nodes as what I've mentioned representing by the concepts and connected by the lines or ang arrow mo ni siya ang called sa relationship between the concepts or showing the relationships. So the purpose of the concept map is to facilitate understanding and learning and organizing information by visually displaying the interconnections between the different ideas. For the examples of concept map. So I provided four example about the different structures about the concept map. So next is concept cluster. Concept cluster, it is defined as the process of conceptual clustering as creating classifications in which a configuration of objects forms a class only if it can be closely circumscribed by a conjunction concept involving relations and selected object attributes. So, a concept cluster is a grouping of related concepts that is around the central theme or and ideas, and the central concept with its related sub concepts are clustered around it. So it is often without the strict hierarchical structure. And also, ang purpose sa concept cluster is to brainstorm or to explore the all aspects of a main concept that's showing how various sub-concepts are related to it. So here are the examples of a concept cluster. So there is a circle in the middle and there are other subtopics in the different areas. So next is the wheel map. So the wheel map, as the name suggests, this graphic organizer helps to brainstorm ideas. It is a combination of a spider map and a circle map and a circle map. So in this diagram, you have to put the main idea in a small circle, and around it you can create other circles or shapes to segment your concept. So at the end, the organizer will look like a wheel. So here are the example of a wheel map. So like a circle and a spider web map. So A wheel map, it is a type of concept map where the central concept is placed in the middle. So the topic is in the middle. So with related concept, it is arranged around it like the spokes of a wheel. So a central concept in the middle with related ideas are radiating outward. So, ang purpose sa wheel map is to emphasize a central idea and its immediate relationship that useful for brainstorming and organize the main ideas and direct connections. So next is the cycle graph. So cycle graph is a graph that consists of a single cycle, or in other words, some number of vertices, or at the least three if the graph is simple, so connected in a closed chain. So this is an example of a cycle graph. So also a graphical representation that is showing a cyclical relationship between concepts. So the concepts are arranged in a circular layout with arrows indicating the cyclical nature of their relationship. So the purpose is to illustrate processes or a system that repeat in cycles, highlighting the continuous and interconnected nature of the concepts involved. So this is the examples of a cycle graph. So next is the fact staring, or also called as the fact star. So it is a dimensional model for organizing data into a structure that helps to improve the analytical query performance. Also, it is a diagram that places a key fact or a concept in the center, and it is surrounded by the supporting details or fact. So the central fact with a supporting details radiating the outward like the points of the star. So this is an example of a fact staring diagram or a graph. So the purpose of this graph is to provide a detailed breakdown of a key fact or a showing all the relevant and supporting information in a clear and organized manner. So these tools and diagrams, so namely the concept map, the concept cluster, the wheel map, and the cycle graph, and last is the fact staring. It is a tools and diagrams that each served a unique purposes. So in organizing and visualizing the information, so catering to the different needs in the learning, brainstorming, and understanding complex relationship. So also, there are three main reasons why we should include or why we should use a graphic organizer. So first is a deeper understanding. So the best thing about the graphic organizer is that they help the students understand complicated things. So in addition, when you pair a graphic elements along with the reading material, it will provide a visual perspective to your students. So for an instance, when a teacher teach his or her students about the life cycle of a butterfly, so they might not understand how a cocoon turns into a beautiful butterfly. But however, that showing the proper diagram, the butterfly life cycle, it will provide a deeper understanding to our students. So the students will easily understand what are the steps, what are the process, or what are the details and how a cocoon turn into a beautiful butterfly. So next, it is helpful for all students. So it is also challenging for the teachers to create a learning material that can help everyone in the class. So especially if you have a sensory challenge children in your class, so it is impossible to help all students with learning resources. So graphic organizers are making the learning easy for everyone. For an instance, it is attractive visuals can help in physically disabled children understand the things they can't read. So similarly, the children who are slow at learning can learn visual. So they can learn through visuals. So the way the teachers about has this concrete or the concept different, the learning resources for each students. So last is it is increased engagement. So a big block of words can scare anyone. When your student sees a big paragraphs and no images, it will reduce their engagement. So they feel bored and uninterested in a lesson even before the beginning. So on the contrary, they can process the information faster with the colorful elements or the various shapes of diagrams. So a organizer will increase the student engagement and learning. So when the students are engaged, it is focused on the learning material. So it will automatically uplift their academic performance. So that may be end of my discussion. So thank you.